Most of the time when we talk about big goals, many people think about what they have to do in order to achieve all of the goals rather than focusing on the kind of person they have to become in the process of pushing to achieve every of the goals they've set for themselves. Now, I want you to understand that setting and pursuing big goals is not a problem at all, but you need to understand that there are some systems that need to be in place in order to achieve every of your goals. And that is why you would see that a lot of people have these high and lofty goals of becoming wealthy or becoming millionaire, doing this and all of that, but not so many people meet up with that because people focus on the end product rather than the cost, rather than the process they have to go through in order to achieve the goals. If you want to become a millionaire in your 20s, if you want to make impact and influence others, the one coming after you or your peers, by now you should know where you are heading to already. Where do you spend most of your time? Where does your energy flow to every day? You know, in this generation, it's actually very, very easy to be distracted. You probably want to attend to something on your phone, maybe you want to read mails, and then you see some notification pop up, and then you get easily distracted. This is one of the reasons why so many people don't meet their goals. So I need you to have this at the back of your mind, that where you spend your time, where your energy flow to, the kind of things you engage in on a daily basis is already setting you for the kind of outcome you are going to get. You need to start paying attention to the process. This is why I have created this video to explain to you the best investments you can venture into as a young person like I am and make millions for yourself. Now, every of the thing I'll be talking about in this video is something that I have tried in my own life, that I'm even using in my whole life, that is working for me, and I learned from others. And I'm sure beyond any iota of doubt that it is going to work for you. However, I will need you to not just watch this video, but to implement at least 3 or 4 of them starting this week. I'm very sure you are going to see results, and as soon as you start seeing results, I'll be very honored to have feedbacks from you, because it will help me know that indeed you followed through and I made a little impact I could with you. So try as much as possible to pick the lessons and apply them into your own lives. I am very sure you are going to get a lot of results. Without wasting much of your time, let me dive right into this video. The first investment you must make as a young person is to invest in sellable skill. Now, when I'm talking about skill, I'm not talking about hobby. There are so many of us who like hobbies but really don't have skills. For instance, I like creating art. It's more like an hobby. When I'm bored, I can pick up my pen and whatever and start creating art. Is an hobby, but it's not a skill that I'm selling. So I'm not talking about hobby, I'm talking about skill, more like how to make probably a medical degree, how to write resume or CV, how to write content, how to edit videos. There are so many sellable skills you can learn as a young person, and I'm not saying that being an artist is not a sellable skill. In fact, I think it's one of the sweetest, but for me it is an hobby. It is not something that I sell like a sellable skill. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are someone you consider arts a sellable skill you would want to learn, please try as much as possible to invest in it. So invest in a sellable skill, because it will pay you back so much, not only now but in time to come. And honestly, this is one of the biggest acts that has saved my life. I learned about this 3 years ago, and I really started learning so many things. I would buy course, I would buy whatever it is that is available. Whenever I see a free course, I apply just to learn things. So when I see someone who needs my service, I just literally sell my skill and I make money in exchange for that. So try as much as possible to invest in a sellable skill as a young person. Like, it is very, very important. The second one is to invest in financial education. If you're a young person making a lot of money, there's probability you can lose everything if you don't have financial education. There are so many people I found on Instagram who talk about financial education. If you have to buy their course, if you have to enroll in their class, if you have to buy their books just so you can be knowledgeable about your finances, you do not want to take this with levity, because it is not important to have a skill that makes you money. If all those money come, you don't want to blow it all out. And one thing most people don't know is that financial education actually gives you an edge, because it helps you control your outflow. As the inflow is coming, it helps you control your outflow so that your outflow is not above your inflow. The third one I'm going to be talking about is to invest in your ideas. I've seen so many young people like me who are actually afraid of investing in their ideas because they are thinking that it will not work. They are thinking that the risk is much, they might lose their money. But I want you to understand that as a young person, this is actually the best time for you to take risks, because you literally have no liability. There's no kids waiting for you at home, or a wife, or your husband. So you really don't have much financial commitment as a young person. So you should invest in your ideas, because even if it's flopped, you can make the money back. You are definitely still young and you have all the vigor and strength. You can make your money back. So invest in your ideas. Whatever ideas you are having, make sure you pay attention to investing in them. If you flopped, you are going to lose money, of course, but you are going to learn a lot of lessons that will help you in your next adventure. And if it succeeds, like you're making a lot of money for yourself, I think that is actually amazing. The fourth one is actually very important, which is to invest in your network. I've seen a lot of people who would say that, oh, I don't need this person in my life, I don't need anybody in my life to succeed, and all of those stuff that young people say. But the truth is that we all need one another. It's a truth that so many people try to shy away from, but we cannot shy away from it. You need people. We need one another to survive. We need one another to interact and daily transact with. And I need you to know that who you know is as important as what you know. There are so many people who invest in knowing things, they invest in skill, invest in all of that. They feel that they need no one in their life, but that's not true. You need people. Try as much as possible to invest in your network. Don't just make friends with any other person. Make sure you are very selective with the kind of people that are in your network. Make sure they have your kind of vision about life, so that you don't have conflicting ideas that will end up separating you guys. So ensure as a young person to invest in your network. And in relation to this is also investing in a good environment. There are so many people who are making money but would rather stay in a rat hole. And that is not good for you at all. You need to stay in an environment that allows you to think well, that allows you to interact well with it, an environment that shifts your perspective about life, an environment that helps your thinking, that helps your engagements. So definitely, as you are investing in your network, ensure you also invest in your environment. The fifth one is actually very important, but is usually overlooked by most young people, which is to invest in your mental health. See, you need to invest in your mental health. You will take no trophy for sleeping 4 hours a day. I've seen a lot of people trying to say, oh, they sleep just 4 hours per day, 5 hours per day, as if they are going to receive trophy for that. No, the truth is that it will actually affect your health and might affect you mentally. So you need to invest in your mental health. Take enough time to rest. Take enough time to sleep. Nobody's going to give you trophy for not sleeping enough, for not resting enough, for not eating enough. Try as much as possible as you're working. Ensure you create enough time to rest. Try to put yourself in an environment that allows you to meditate, that allows you to engage with your mind in such a way that gives you peace and rest. Make sure you set boundaries. So many people can just barge into our privacy and then you're just okay with it. Ensure you have boundaries that people are very well aware of, that no, I cannot go above this when it comes to this person. So make sure you set boundaries. Make sure you put yourself in an environment that allows you to just meditate and engage with your mind. You need to keep your mind very sane. Try to have enough rest. Eat good food that helps your brain. There are so many food that you can eat that really help your total well-being. So ensure that you invest in your mental health. It is very important. And the sixth one is to invest in your career. If you have to get certification, get it. If you have to get grants, get it. If you have to borrow capital, get it. Just make sure that you invest in your career, because it will put you ahead of your peers. So never stop learning in the area of your career. Never stop learning. Never stop getting courses. Never stop getting certification. Never stop looking for sponsors, because you definitely get people who will be interested in helping you invest in your career. The seventh one is definitely one of the most important, which is to invest in your mindset. You need to pay attention to reading books. You need to invest in your mindset, because if your mind is not stable, there's no way you can be productive. There's no way you can pursue your goal. There's no way you can become all that you want to be. So you need to try as much as possible to invest in your mindset. Try to get books from authors who have written about the mind. There are so many. I think I should recommend a book that I read by Brian Tracy, and the title of the book is Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. The book is definitely going to bless you. So try as much as possible to invest in your mindset, because it helps your thinking. So many things that people consider big and huge problem is because they have not invested in their mindset. The way they see is just different. They've not taken time to invest in their minds. So the way they see things is such a way that is very, very big and very high and lofty things. Whereas it's a very very small thing, only if they have paid attention to investing in their mindset. So you really need to pay attention to this. Listen to podcasts, listen to message. As you are going about your daily activity, you can easily plug in your earbuds or whatever it is and listen to a podcast, a message, a YouTube video that will help you, like this one and others that you find on the YouTube platform. You are going to see a lot that will help your mindset. So pay attention to investing in your mindset because you need to be productive. And the last one I'm going to be talking about is to invest in qualified coaches. Mark the word qualified, because there are so many people that are coaches all over the internet now. You need to invest in qualified coaches that will teach you whatever you want. The coach, of course, should be someone that mirrors where you want to be, that's probably achieved the kind of thing you would want to. So ensure that you invest in quality coaches. That's definitely one of the things that I did. There are so many people I had to pay money just so I could learn from them. And it just really helped you because you have someone you are accountable to, someone that you are telling, oh, this is what is going on, this is the challenges I'm having. And they have the experience in those areas. You don't have to go through all of the mistakes they went through. So try as much as possible. Coaches are not trying to steal your money. That's the mindset that so many people are. They feel that coaches are just trying to steal their money and all of that. No, they are not trying to steal your money. They are trying to help you. I personally coach a lot of people on this. So try as much as possible to invest in quality coaches that will move you from where you are to where you want to be. I mean, you don't have to figure out everything on your own, right? So that's it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I'll be reading and I'll be engaging every comment I receive on this video. Also, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I will plead with you to please do, because I can assure you that you're going to be enjoying every content that I'm going to be putting on this channel. Please do well to subscribe and like this video so that it can help the algorithm of the video, and also it can encourage me to keep bringing valuable content on this channel. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys, and as always, I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.